Nobody is coming to save you. Nobody is going to push you to be your best. And the truth is, most people don't care whether you succeed or fail. It might sound harsh, but here's the flip side. That's your greatest advantage. Because the moment you stop waiting for support, the moment you stop looking for approval, and the moment you accept that your success is entirely in your hands, that's the moment you take control of your life. Most people never reach their full potential. Not because they're not talented, not because they don't have what it takes, but because they waste their time waiting for the right moment, waiting for someone to believe in them, waiting for life to get easier. But life doesn't wait. It moves on, with or without you. You have two choices. Keep waiting or start working. Keep making excuses or start making progress. Nobody cares about your dreams as much as you do. And that's why you have to do the work. You have to push yourself. You have to demand more from yourself. Because no one else will. Today I'm going to show you exactly how to develop relentless focus, how to build discipline when motivation fades, and how to stop waiting for support and start taking action. Stay with me for the next few minutes as I break down the mindset shifts and habits that separate the successful from everyone else. Let's dive in. Number 1, own your struggles. No one else will. Your struggles are yours alone. That's the harsh reality. Nobody is going to wake up in the morning thinking about your problems. Nobody is going to fight your battles for you. People might sympathize, they might offer words of encouragement, but at the end of the day, it's you who has to do the work. The sooner you accept this truth, the sooner you take control of your life. Too many people waste time waiting for someone to come and fix their situation. They blame their circumstances, their upbringing, their past failures. They tell themselves that if only they had more money, better connections, or fewer challenges, success would come easily. But life doesn't work that way. Success isn't handed out, it's earned. And the people who achieve it aren't the ones with the easiest path. They're the ones who own their struggles and turn them into fuel. When you stop expecting life to be fair, everything changes. You stop looking for shortcuts. You stop feeling sorry for yourself. You stop waiting for things to magically improve. Instead, you start doing the work. You start training yourself to push through the obstacles instead of running from them. You start seeing challenges as opportunities to grow rather than reasons to quit. The truth is, most people never reach this point. They stay stuck in the same place, making excuses instead of making progress. They wish someone would understand their pain. They wait for someone to come along and make things easier, but nobody is coming. And while they wait, time keeps moving. The people who win in life aren't the ones who had everything handed to them. They're the ones who decided to take full responsibility, no matter how unfair life seemed. Think about the strongest, most successful people you know. Do you think they got there by complaining, by blaming their past, by waiting for the perfect moment? No, they got there by facing their struggles head on. Instead of using hardship as an excuse, they used it as motivation. Instead of dwelling on what they didn't have, they focused on what they could build. And that's exactly what you need to do. Stop blaming. Stop waiting. Stop looking for someone to save you. Your struggles belong to you, and so does your success. The only way forward is through. The only way to grow is to push yourself beyond what feels comfortable. Nobody else can do that for you. So what's it going to be? Are you going to keep waiting for life to get easier? Or are you going to get stronger? Are you going to keep making excuses? Or are you going to take action? The choice is yours. But just remember this. Nobody cares about your excuses. Nobody is coming to do the work for you. The only person who can change your life is you. And that change starts the moment you take full responsibility for where you are and where you're going. Own your struggles. Own your future. Now get to work. Number 2, stop seeking approval. Build unbreakable self-belief. Most people spend their entire lives chasing approval. They seek validation from friends, family, colleagues, and even strangers, hoping that someone will recognize their potential and give them permission to succeed. But here's the truth. Nobody's opinion will change your reality. Nobody's approval will put in the work for you. And the more time you spend looking for validation, the less time you spend actually making progress. The people who achieve greatness aren't the ones who waited for the world to cheer them on. They're the ones who believed in themselves when no one else did. They pushed forward in silence, without applause, without encouragement, just relentless belief in their vision. If you rely on others to fuel your motivation, you'll always be at their mercy. The moment people stop supporting you, you'll lose your drive. And that's a dangerous place to be, because success is a lonely road. There will be times when nobody believes in you, when people laugh at your ambitions, when even those closest to you don't understand your vision. If you can't move forward without their approval, you'll stay stuck forever. Think about it. How many dreams have died because people were too afraid of what others might think? How many ideas never turned into reality because someone was too scared of being judged? The fear of disapproval is one of the biggest killers of potential. But here's what you need to understand. Most people don't care about you as much as you think they do. They're too busy worrying about their own lives, their own insecurities, their own struggles. And even if they do judge you, what does it really change? Nothing. Their opinions don't pay your bills. Their approval doesn't put in the late nights, the extra hours, the sacrifices. So why waste time worrying about them? If you want to be unstoppable, you need to break free from the need for approval. You need to develop a mindset where your self-belief is unshakable, where you trust yourself so deeply that no amount of doubt from others can throw you off course. That starts with changing your perspective. Instead of asking, what will people think if I fail? Start asking, what will happen if I never try? Instead of waiting for someone to validate your dreams, validate them yourself by taking action. Let your results do the talking. The most successful people in the world didn't ask for permission to be great. They simply decided to be. They didn't wait for someone to approve of their path. They created their own, and that's what you need to do. Stop looking for someone to tell you it's okay to go after your goals. Stop waiting for the perfect conditions. Stop expecting people to understand your vision, because they won't, not until you bring it to life. One of the best things you can do for yourself is to get comfortable being misunderstood. People won't always understand why you're working so hard, why you're sacrificing comfort, why you're obsessed with your vision. That's fine. It's not their job to understand. It's your job to execute. The best revenge isn't arguing, explaining, or trying to convince people to believe in you. The best revenge is proving them wrong. And the way you do that, you take action. You show up every day. You put in the work when nobody's watching. You don't post about it. You don't seek validation for it. You just do it. You become so focused on your own growth that you no longer care what people think. The second you stop seeking approval, you become dangerous, because now nobody can stop you. Look at the most powerful, successful people in the world. Do you think they got to where they are by worrying about what people thought of them? No. They stopped asking for permission. They stopped waiting for approval. They stopped explaining themselves. They built their success in silence, through discipline, through execution, through an unshakable belief in themselves. So what about you? Are you still waiting for people to believe in you before you start? Are you still hesitating because you're afraid of what others might say? If you are, then you need to make a decision today to break free, to stop waiting, to start doing. Because at the end of the day, nobody's approval is required for you to be great. Your success doesn't need permission. Your dreams don't need validation. Your potential is yours to unlock. And nobody else gets a say in that. You have the power. The only question is, will you use it? Number 3, consistency over motivation. Motivation is a lie. It's unreliable, unpredictable, and disappears when you need it the most. If you rely on motivation to take action, you'll only work hard when you feel like it. And that's why most people never succeed. The difference between those who win and those who stay stuck isn't talent, luck, or resources. It's consistency. The ability to show up every single day, no matter how you feel, no matter how hard it gets, no matter how much you don't want to. Most people wait to feel motivated before they take action. They think, I'll start when I feel ready, or I'll go to the gym when I feel inspired, or I'll chase my dreams when the timing is perfect. But the truth is, you'll never always feel ready. You'll never always feel inspired. Some days you'll wake up tired. Some days you'll doubt yourself. Some days you'll feel like everything is against you. And those are the days that matter the most. Because anyone can work hard when they're excited. Anyone can be disciplined when they're in the mood. But the people who truly succeed, they show up anyway. This is where most people fail. They start strong, full of energy and enthusiasm. They set big goals, create detailed plans, and tell themselves, this time, I'm really going to do it. But then something happens. They lose motivation. The excitement wears off. The grind sets in. They hit obstacles. They don't see immediate results. And because they were relying on motivation to carry them, they quit. They tell themselves, I'll start again when I feel more motivated. And the cycle repeats. The harsh reality is, success is boring. It's not about doing grand, exciting things every day. It's about doing the same small, disciplined actions over and over until they become second nature. It's about building habits that keep you moving forward, even when you don't feel like it. Think about professional athletes. Do you think they wait until they feel like training before they show up to practice? No, they train every single day, whether they feel like it or not. That's what separates them from the amateurs. Success works the same way. It's not one big moment, one major breakthrough. It's a series of small, consistent actions that add up over time. It's waking up early, even when you'd rather sleep in. It's studying, even when you're not in the mood. It's putting in extra hours, even when nobody is watching. It's doing what needs to be done, even when you'd rather do something else. Because discipline beats motivation every single time. So how do you build consistency? First, stop making excuses. Stop telling yourself you need to feel motivated before you take action. Instead, train yourself to take action no matter how you feel. The more you do this, the easier it becomes. Over time, showing up becomes a habit. It becomes who you are. Second, create a system. What else, Ted? Create a system. Don't rely on willpower alone. Willpower fades, but a system keeps you on track. Set specific times for your work. Make a plan. Set deadlines. Remove distractions and set up your environment for success. If you want to work out in the morning, lay your clothes out the night before. If you want to study more, put your phone in another room. Set yourself up to win. Third, track your progress. What gets measured gets improved. Keep a journal, a checklist, or a habit tracker. Seeing your streak of consistent action will keep you accountable. And when you miss a day, get back on track immediately. One mistake won't ruin you, but letting it turn into a habit will. Lastly, commit for the long run. Stop looking for quick results. Stop expecting instant success. Understand that the biggest rewards come from long-term consistency, not short-term effort. The people who succeed are the ones who kept going, even when they didn't see progress right away. They trusted the process. They showed up every day, knowing that success is a marathon, not a sprint. So ask yourself, are you willing to be consistent? Are you willing to put in the work, even when nobody's clapping? Are you willing to grind, even when it feels like nothing is happening? Because if you are, you've already won. The battle isn't about talent, intelligence, or luck. It's about persistence. And the only way to fail is to quit. Stop relying on motivation. Stop waiting to feel ready. Build consistency, and you will succeed. Number 4, stop waiting for support. Be your own biggest fan. Most people waste years of their lives waiting for support, waiting for someone to believe in them, waiting for validation before they take action. But here's the truth. Nobody is required to believe in you. Nobody owes you encouragement. And if you keep waiting for approval, you'll stay stuck forever. Think about it. How many dreams have died because someone was waiting for permission? How many ideas were never executed because the people around them didn't understand? The world is full of people who had the potential to do something great, but never did, because they were too busy waiting for someone else to push them forward. Don't be one of those people. The reality is, most people won't support you in the beginning, not because they're against you, but because they don't see your vision. Your dreams exist in your mind, but to them, you're just another person with big ideas. They'll doubt you. They'll question you. Some will even discourage you, not because they want to see you fail, but because they can't imagine success beyond their own limitations. And that's why you can't depend on them. You have to be your own biggest fan. You have to believe in yourself when no one else does. You have to push forward when everyone is silent. You have to work in the dark, without applause, without recognition, without validation. Because success isn't about being noticed. It's about being relentless. It's frustrating, isn't it? You expect your friends, your family, the people closest to you to back you up. You think they'll see your potential and push you forward. But instead, they hesitate. They downplay your goals. They tell you to be realistic. And if you let it, that doubt will kill your momentum. Here's what you need to understand. People only support what they can understand. If they've never seen someone succeed in your field, they won't believe it's possible for you. If they've never taken risks in their own lives, they'll warn you against taking any in yours. If they've settled for an average life, they'll convince you to do the same. Not because they hate you, but because they don't know any better. But your vision isn't for them, it's for you. Your success doesn't need their approval. Your journey doesn't need their understanding. The people who doubt you now will either cheer for you later or be left behind. But either way, your path is your own. So what do you do when no one is clapping for you? You clap for yourself. You train yourself to rely on internal validation, not external approval. You build self-belief so strong that nothing, not rejection, not doubt, not failure, can shake you. If support comes, great. But if it doesn't, it changes nothing. Make peace with the fact that you might have to walk this road alone. Not forever, but in the beginning. And that's okay. Most successful people started with zero support. They built their own momentum. They didn't wait. They worked. When someone tells you, you can't do it, use it as fuel. Instead of letting doubt discourage you, turn it into motivation. Prove to yourself that they were wrong. Prove that you don't need approval to take action. Let rejection sharpen you, not break you. The best way to silence doubters is through results. Stop talking. Stop explaining. Stop trying to convince people to believe in you. Just get to work. The moment you start improving, physically, mentally, financially, people will notice. And the ones who doubted you, they'll either disappear or suddenly start supporting you. If the people around you aren't pushing you forward, distance yourself. You don't need negativity poisoning your mindset. Find mentors, read books, listen to people who have done what you want to do. Even if you have to stand alone, you'll never feel alone if you're constantly learning from those ahead of you. Every day, ask yourself, if nobody supported me, if nobody believed in me, if nobody ever clapped for me, would I still do this? If the answer is yes, you're on the right path. Because at the end of the day, your success should be for you, not for them. Here's the irony. Once you stop seeking approval, once you start moving in silence, once you start proving yourself through action instead of words, something amazing happens. People start paying attention. The same ones who doubted you will ask for advice. The same ones who said you can't will say, I always knew you could. But by then you won't even care, because you'll have learned the most important lesson. You never needed them to begin with. So here's the question. Are you going to keep waiting for support, or are you going to start building yourself up now? Because at the end of the day, nobody is coming to push you forward. Nobody is obligated to believe in your dream. Nobody will work as hard for your success as you will. And that's the best news ever, because it means you don't have to wait. It means you don't have to beg for permission. It means you are in full control of your future. So stop looking around for validation. Stop waiting for people to clap for you. Put your head down, do the work, and become so good they have no choice but to notice. By then you won't need their support, because you'll have built something unshakable by yourself, for yourself. Number 5, master your focus. Cut out distractions and stay relentless. Success isn't reserved for the smartest, the most talented, or the luckiest. It belongs to those who can focus relentlessly while everyone else is distracted. In today's world, distractions are everywhere. Social media, endless notifications, mindless scrolling, binge-watching shows, pointless gossip, and the constant noise of people who add no value to your life. If you don't take control of your focus will be controlled for you. Most people claim they want success, but their actions say otherwise. They wake up and immediately check their phone, waste hours on meaningless entertainment, and spend their time worrying about things that don't matter. Then they wonder why they're stuck. The truth is, distractions are the silent killers of potential. They don't destroy your dreams in one big explosion. They do it slowly, little by little, until one day you wake up and realize you've wasted years doing nothing that truly matters. If you want to separate yourself from the crowd, you must learn to master your focus. You must train your mind to lock in on what's important and eliminate everything else. This is not easy. It requires discipline, self-awareness, and an unwavering commitment to your goals. But once you master focus, you become unstoppable. While others are wasting time, you're building. While they're distracted, you're improving. While they're watching, you're executing. The biggest mistake people make is assuming focus is something you either have or don't have. That's not true. Focus is a skill. It can be trained, developed, and strengthened. But just like any skill, it requires effort. You don't become focused overnight. You build it, day by day, by making small but powerful decisions that shape your habits. One of the first steps to mastering focus is identifying your distractions. Most people underestimate how much time they waste. They think scrolling on their phone for just 5 minutes isn't a big deal. They believe watching one more episode of a show won't hurt. But time is like money. If you don't track it, you'll spend it on things that don't matter. Take a hard look at your daily habits. How much of your time is spent on activities that push you closer to your goals? And how much is wasted on distractions that keep you stuck? Until you get brutally honest with yourself, you'll never fix the problem. Once you've identified your distractions, eliminate them. If social media is stealing your time, delete the apps or set strict time limits. If your environment is full of noise and negativity, create a space that allows you to work undisturbed. If the people around you constantly distract you, limit your time with them. Successful people don't just hope, they'll stay focused. They design their environment in a way that forces them to stay focused. Another crucial step is developing deep work habits. Most people do shallow work. They multitask, jump from one thing to another, and never fully engage in what they're doing. But real progress comes from deep, uninterrupted work. This means turning off your phone, blocking out distractions, and giving 100% of your attention to the task at hand. The more you train your brain to focus for extended periods, the stronger it becomes. There's a reason the best athletes, the top CEOs, and the most successful entrepreneurs don't live like the average person. They protect their time and energy with everything they have. They understand that focus is their greatest weapon, and they refuse to waste it on nonsense. They're not constantly scrolling, gossiping, or chasing temporary pleasure. They're locked in. They're working while others are wasting time. They're focused while others are distracted. That's why they win. You must start seeing your focus as your most valuable asset. Every time you allow yourself to get distracted, you're stealing from your future. Every time you waste time on things that don't matter, you're delaying your success. If you truly want to achieve something great, you must guard your focus like your life depends on it, because it does. One of the biggest lies we tell ourselves is that we can handle distractions and still be productive. We think we can check our phone just for a second and then get back to work. But studies show that once you lose focus, it takes an average of 23 minutes to fully regain it. That means every time you check your phone, answer an unnecessary message, or switch between tasks, you're destroying your ability to perform at your highest level. The most successful people don't just work hard, they work deeply. They give their full attention to one thing at a time, and that's why they get more done in a day than most people do in a week. Focus also requires knowing your priorities. Not all tasks are created equal. Some things will push you closer to success, while others will just keep you busy. The trick is learning the difference. Many people fill their day with small, low-value tasks that make them feel productive, but don't actually move them forward. Successful people focus on what truly matters. They ask themselves, what's the one thing I can do today that will make the biggest impact? And then they do it. Another powerful way to master focus is creating a routine. The more structured your day is, the less room there is for distractions. Set specific times for deep work, exercise, learning, and rest. The more disciplined you are with your time, the easier it becomes to stay focused. If you wake up without a plan, the world will create one for you. One filled with distractions, wasted time, and lost potential. Your ability to focus isn't just about productivity. It's about who you become. Every time you resist a distraction, you're building mental strength. Every time you stay locked in on your work, you're training yourself to handle pressure. Focus isn't just a tool for success. It's a mindset, a way of life. The more you master it, the more powerful you become. So ask yourself, are you in control of your focus? Or is your focus controlled by everything around you? Are you spending your time on things that matter? Or are you letting distractions steal your future? Because at the end of the day, success isn't about who's the smartest or the most talented. It's about who can focus the longest. The world is filled with brilliant, talented people who never made it anywhere because they were too distracted to put in the work. Don't let that be you. It's time to cut out the noise. It's time to eliminate the distractions that are holding you back. It's time to take your focus seriously, because once you do, everything changes. You start making real progress. You start seeing results. You start separating yourself from the crowd. Most people will never master their focus. Most people will live their entire lives being distracted, unfocused, and unproductive. But you don't have to be one of them. You have the power to take control. You have the power to lock in, block out the nonsense, and do the work. So stop waiting. Stop wasting time. Get focused. Stay relentless. and watch your life transform. Number 6, work hard in silence. Let success speak for itself. Most people talk too much. They announce their goals, share their plans, and expect admiration for what they intend to do instead of what they've actually done. They post about their next big move, waiting for validation, hoping that someone will acknowledge their potential. But here's the truth. Talking doesn't build success. Work does. If you really want to achieve something great, stop announcing your plans. Stop telling the world what you're about to do. Stop looking for applause before you've even started. The people who achieve extraordinary things aren't the ones who talk about it. They're the ones who put their heads down, grind in silence, and let their results do the talking. Why? Because success doesn't come from attention. It comes from effort. Too many people waste time trying to look successful instead of actually becoming successful. They spend hours on social media posting about their journey, trying to impress people who don't even care, instead of using that time to work. And when things get tough, when motivation fades, they have nothing to fall back on, because all they ever did was talk. Real winners operate differently. They move in silence. They don't seek approval. They don't broadcast their progress. They don't feel the need to constantly prove themselves to others. They prove themselves to themselves. They show up every day, work relentlessly, and let their success speak for itself. While everyone else is talking about what they're going to do, they're actually doing it. Think about the most successful people in the world. Do you think they became great by announcing their every move? No. They became great by mastering their craft behind closed doors. They spent years working in silence, refining their skills, making sacrifices, and pushing themselves harder than anyone else would. And when they finally achieved success, it was undeniable. They didn't have to convince people they were great. Their results did that for them. That's the mindset you need. Stop seeking validation. Stop expecting people to cheer for you. Stop worrying about who's noticing your progress. The only thing that matters is the work you put in when nobody's watching. Because that's where success is built. Not in public, not on social media, not in conversations about what you're planning to do, but in those quiet moments alone, when nobody else is paying attention but you're still putting in the work. One of the biggest benefits of working in silence is that it eliminates unnecessary pressure. When you tell everyone about your goals, you create an expectation. And if you don't follow through immediately, you start feeling like a failure. Not because you actually failed, but because you've already attached your identity to an outcome that hasn't even happened yet. But when you keep your goals to yourself and just focus on doing the work, you free yourself from that burden. You move with purpose, not pressure. Another reason to work in silence is that it keeps you focused on what really matters, progress, not perception. When you constantly seek validation, your priorities shift. Instead of doing what's best for your growth, you start doing what looks good to others. Instead of making strategic moves, you make emotional decisions based on how people will react. Instead of focusing on results, you focus on approval. And that's a dangerous trap, because the more you chase validation, the more dependent you become on it. And once you start needing people's approval to keep going, you lose control. The truth is, most people don't care about your success as much as you think they do. They're too focused on their own lives, their own problems, their own goals, and the few who do care. Some of them don't actually want to see you succeed. They might act supportive on the surface, but deep down they don't want you to rise above them. They don't want to see you break free from mediocrity because it forces them to confront their own lack of progress. That's why working in silence is so powerful. It keeps you in control. It protects your energy. It allows you to build without distractions, without unnecessary expectations, without external pressure weighing you down. And when you finally succeed, it's undeniable. Nobody can question it. Nobody can doubt it, because you didn't just talk about it, you did it. This doesn't mean you have to be secretive about everything. It just means you should stop giving away your energy to things that don't matter. If you're truly serious about your goals, prove it through action, not words. You don't need to constantly announce what you're doing. You don't need to document every little step of your journey. You just need to execute. And when you reach your goals, that's when you let people see what you've built. There's a reason why the phrase, "move in silence," has become a mantra for so many high achievers. It's because it works. It allows you to stay focused, stay hungry, and stay in control of your own progress. And most importantly, it removes distractions. Because when you're not constantly talking about what you're doing, you're free to actually do it. So how do you start implementing this mindset in your life? First, stop seeking external validation. You don't need anyone's approval to chase your dreams. You don't need applause to take action. You just need to start. Second, train yourself to focus on progress, not perception. Every day, ask yourself, am I doing this because it moves me forward or because I want recognition? If the answer is recognition, let it go. It's not worth your time. Third, create a work ethic that doesn't rely on motivation. Motivation is temporary. Discipline is permanent. If you only work hard when you feel inspired, you'll never reach your full potential. The real winners show up every single day, whether they feel like it or not. Fourth, make your success undeniable. Don't just aim to succeed. Aim to succeed so massively that nobody can ignore it. That way, when you do finally share your journey, it won't be just talk. It will be proof. And finally, trust the process. Success doesn't happen overnight. It's built over months and years of silent, consistent effort. It's built when you wake up early and put in the work, when no one is watching. It's built in the moments when nobody cares, nobody notices, and nobody is clapping for you. But you keep going anyway. That's the difference between those who succeed and those who stay stuck. The successful ones don't need validation. They don't need recognition. They don't need constant encouragement. They've trained themselves to work hard in silence, knowing that eventually success will speak louder than any words ever could. So ask yourself, are you just talking about success, or are you actually building it? Are you looking for approval, or are you proving yourself through action? Are you moving in silence, or are you making noise without results? Because at the end of the day, nobody cares about what you say you're going to do. They care about what you actually accomplish. And the only way to truly accomplish something great, put your head down, do the work, and let your success speak for itself. Number 7, push yourself harder than anyone else would. Nobody will ever care about your success as much as you do. Nobody will push you as hard as you can. Push yourself. Your friends might support you. Your family might encourage you. And some people might even believe in you. But at the end of the day, your effort, your commitment, and your discipline will determine how far you go. Most people fail, not because they aren't talented, not because they don't have the right connections, and not because they lack potential. They fail because they don't push themselves hard enough. They stop when things get uncomfortable. They quit when it gets tough. They wait for someone to hold them accountable, to motivate them, to make the journey easier. But the truth is, nobody is coming to push you to greatness. That's your job. The difference between people who succeed and people who don't isn't luck. It's effort. It's the ability to keep going when others stop. It's the willingness to push through discomfort, to sacrifice temporary pleasure for long-term success, and to demand more from yourself than anyone else ever would. If you want to win in life, you have to set a standard so high for yourself that it makes others uncomfortable. You have to work at a level so intense that people question why you do it. Most people are addicted to comfort. They want success, but they also want to sleep in. They want to be fit, but they don't want to train hard. They want to build wealth, but they don't want to work late nights and early mornings. And that's exactly why they stay average. They let comfort dictate their actions, and as a result, they never break through. If you want to be successful, you have to get comfortable being uncomfortable. Growth doesn't happen in your comfort zone. Strength isn't built when things are easy. The only way to grow, to improve, to become unstoppable, is to push yourself beyond what feels comfortable, beyond what feels possible. Think about it. Have you ever seen a world-class athlete, a top entrepreneur, or a legendary artist who got to the top by taking it easy? No. Every great success story is built on sacrifice, on pushing past limits, on working when nobody else is willing to. You don't become elite by doing the minimum. You become elite by pushing yourself harder than anyone else would. One of the biggest mistakes people make is waiting for someone else to push them. They think they need a coach, a mentor, a boss, or a partner to hold them accountable. But the reality is, if you need someone else to push you, you'll never reach your full potential. Because sooner or later, that person won't be there. Sooner or later, it's just going to be you, alone, facing your own excuses, your own doubts, your own weaknesses. And in that moment, The only thing that will separate you from failure is your ability to push yourself. This is where discipline comes in. Discipline is doing the work when you don't feel like it. It's showing up when nobody's watching. It's doing the extra rep, the extra hour, the extra mile, because you know that's what it takes. Motivation is temporary. Some days you'll feel unstoppable. Other days you won't even want to get out of bed. But if you rely on motivation, you'll never be consistent. And if you're not consistent, you'll never achieve anything great. That's why you have to develop self-discipline. You have to become the type of person who works, whether they feel like it or not. You have to build habits that force you to improve, even on your worst days. The best in the world don't wake up every morning feeling inspired. They wake up and do the work, regardless of how they feel. High performers don't think like the average person. The average person looks for the easy way out. They do just enough to get by. They look for shortcuts. They quit when things get tough. But high performers, they think differently. They wake up early, not because they have to, but because they know the extra time will give them an advantage. They push themselves beyond their limits, not because it's fun, but because they know that's where growth happens. They hold themselves to a higher standard, not because someone else is watching, but because they refuse to settle for mediocrity. If you want to reach the next level, you need to adopt this mindset. Stop doing the bare minimum. Stop making excuses. Stop waiting for the perfect moment. Start demanding more from yourself. Set goals so high they scare you. Push yourself so hard that people question if you're even human. Work so relentlessly that success becomes inevitable. If you're serious about success, you need to train yourself to operate at a higher level. That means developing habits that force you to grow. It means holding yourself accountable, even when nobody else does. It means pushing through discomfort, pushing past pain, and pushing beyond limits you once thought were impossible. The first step is to set clear, aggressive goals. Don't just say you want to get better. Define exactly what success looks like. How much money do you want to earn? How much weight do you want to lift? How many skills do you want to master? The clearer your goals, the more motivated you'll be to chase them. The second step is to create a daily routine that forces you to grow. Successful people don't leave their progress to chance. They plan their days with precision. They wake up with purpose. They structure their time so that every hour is spent moving forward. If you're serious about pushing yourself, build a schedule that eliminates distractions, maximizes productivity, and keeps you accountable. The third step is to embrace discomfort. The harder something is, the more valuable it is. If it's easy, it's probably not worth doing. So train yourself to lean into the struggle. When your mind tells you to quit, keep going. When your body says it's too tired, push harder. The more you embrace discomfort, the stronger you become. The fourth step is to develop an obsession with improvement. Every single day, you should be looking for ways to get better. Read more, train harder, learn faster, push further. The most successful people in the world don't compete with others. They compete with who they were yesterday. That's the mindset you need. At the end of the day, success comes down to one question. How bad do you want it? Because if you don't want it badly enough, you won't push yourself. You won't make the sacrifices. You won't do what it takes. But if you want it more than anything, more than comfort, more than laziness, more than the approval of others, then nothing can stop you. So ask yourself, are you really pushing yourself as hard as you can? Are you really doing everything in your power to succeed? Or are you still waiting for someone to push you? Because here's the truth. The best don't wait. The best don't make excuses. The best don't settle. They push themselves harder than anyone else would. And that's why they win. The question is, will you? Number 8. Nobody is watching. Work hard for yourself. Most people live as if the world is constantly paying attention to them, as if every move they make is being judged, criticized, or applauded. But here's the truth. Nobody is watching. Nobody is keeping track of whether you succeed or fail. Nobody is lying awake at night thinking about your progress. People are too busy worrying about themselves. And once you truly understand this, you're free. You're free to work in silence, free to take risks, free to fail, and learn without fear of embarrassment. The only person who truly cares about your progress is you. And that's why you have to work hard for yourself. Not for approval, not for validation, not for recognition, just for you. Because at the end of the day, it's your life, your goals, your success. And nobody else is going to make it happen for you. Most people only work hard when they know someone is watching. They show up when there's an audience, when there's recognition, when there's a reward. But when no one is watching, when there's no instant praise, they slack off. They cut corners. They lower their standards. That's the difference between those who succeed and those who stay average. The successful don't need an audience. They don't need approval. They don't need someone checking up on them. They work just as hard in silence as they would if the entire world was watching. One of the biggest reasons people hesitate to take action is because they're afraid of what others might think. They don't start a business because they're afraid of failure. They don't post their work because they're afraid of criticism. They don't chase their dreams because they're afraid of judgment. But here's what you need to realize. Most people don't care. They're too caught up in their own problems, their own insecurities, their own struggles. They're not thinking about you as much as you think they are. Think about it. When was the last time you spent hours thinking about someone else's failure? You probably don't even remember. The same applies to you. Even if you fail publicly, people might notice for a second, but then they'll move on with their lives. So why let the fear of judgment stop you from taking action? Why waste your time worrying about opinions that don't matter? Once you stop living for approval, you become unstoppable. You stop hesitating. You stop playing it safe. You stop caring about things that don't move you forward. You focus on what truly matters, your own growth, your own discipline, your own success. When you work in silence, you take away all external distractions. You're no longer influenced by what others think. You don't need applause to stay motivated. You don't need validation to keep going. You rely on discipline, not approval. The best in the world, athletes, entrepreneurs, artists, creators, they all mastered the ability to work in silence. They didn't announce every move. They didn't seek constant reassurance. They simply put in the work, day after day, year after year, until their success became undeniable. Imagine two people working toward a goal. One constantly posts about their progress, looking for encouragement. The other works in silence, focused only on improvement. Who do you think will win? The one who stayed locked in, undistracted, unshaken by external noise. The one who didn't care if anyone was watching. Most people want instant gratification. They want immediate recognition for their efforts. They want people to notice how hard they're working. But real success doesn't come from being seen. It comes from being consistent. The problem with seeking recognition is that it makes you dependent on external motivation. You start working for approval instead of working for results. And when the applause stops, so does your effort. That's why so many people quit. They were never truly committed in the first place. They were just chasing validation. If you want to build something great, stop working for attention and start working for mastery. Stop worrying about who's noticing you and start focusing on how much you're improving. Because in the end, success isn't about being recognized. It's about becoming the best version of yourself. When nobody is watching, when nobody is clapping, when nobody is holding you accountable, will you still do the work? That's the real test. Can you wake up early, even when no one will know if you sleep in? Can you put in extra hours, even when no one is checking your progress? Can you stay disciplined, even when there's no immediate reward? That's what separates winners from losers. Losers need constant reminders, constant motivation, constant supervision. Winners, they show up no matter what. Nobody is coming to push you. You have to push yourself. Nobody is going to force you to improve. You have to make that decision every single day. Nobody is going to make you successful. You have to earn it, to truly work hard for yourself. You need to develop habits that keep you accountable. You need to set goals so powerful that they pull you forward, even when motivation fades. You need to wake up every morning with a mission, a purpose, a drive that comes from within. One way to do this is to track your progress. Set a standard for yourself and refuse to fall below it. Every day, write down what you accomplished. Hold yourself accountable. If you didn't give 100%, own it and do better tomorrow. Another way is to create an environment that forces you to stay focused. Remove distractions. Surround yourself with reminders of why you started. Stay disciplined, even when nobody is looking. And most importantly, remind yourself why you're doing this. You're not working hard for applause. You're not chasing success to impress others. You're doing this for yourself because you know what you're capable of. Because you refuse to settle for mediocrity. because you owe it to yourself to become everything you can be. The best way to prove yourself isn't through words, it's through results. The strongest people don't waste time convincing others of their worth. They prove it through action. So stop looking for validation. Stop waiting for people to recognize your effort. Just work. Work when nobody's clapping. Work when nobody's watching. Work when nobody believes in you. And when the results start showing, you won't need to say a word. Because at that point, your success will be undeniable. People will see it. They will respect it. But by then, you won't even care. Because you'll know that you didn't do it for them. You did it for you. Nobody is watching. Nobody is checking on you. Nobody is going to do the work for you. And that's the best news ever. Because it means you don't have to wait for approval. You don't have to prove anything to anyone. You don't have to rely on anyone else's recognition. You are in full control of your own success. So stop waiting for validation. Stop working for applause. Stop expecting someone to push you. Work for yourself. Build for yourself. Succeed for yourself. And let the results do the talking. Nobody is coming to save you. Nobody is going to push you harder than you can push yourself. Nobody will care about your success as much as you do. But instead of feeling discouraged by that, embrace it. Because the moment you realize that your future is entirely in your hands, everything changes. You stop waiting for validation. You stop seeking approval. You stop making excuses. And you start taking full control of your life. You understand that nobody owes you anything, and that's the best advantage you could ever have. Because it means you don't have to wait for permission. You don't have to wait for support. You don't have to wait for the right conditions. You can start now. If there's one thing you take away from this, let it be this. You are responsible for your own success. No one else. Not your parents, not your friends, not your boss, not your circumstances. Every excuse you make is a chain holding you back. Every distraction you allow is time wasted. Every moment you hesitate is a missed opportunity. You've learned that struggles are part of the journey and that nobody else is going to own your battles. You've realized that waiting for support is a waste of time and that real success comes when you push yourself harder than anyone else would. You've discovered that daily improvement, relentless effort, and cutting out distractions are the keys to progress. And most importantly, you've seen that setbacks don't define you. They build you. Now the real question is, what are you going to do about it? Are you going to keep waiting for someone to believe in you? Or are you going to start proving yourself through action? Are you going to let distractions steal your potential? Or are you going to focus relentlessly on your goals? Are you going to let fear hold you back? Or are you going to take control and push forward, no matter what? Because at the end of the day, nobody cares about what you say you're going to do. They care about what you actually accomplish. The only thing that matters is the work you put in when nobody's watching, the effort you make when there's no applause, the discipline you maintain when motivation is gone. That's what separates the winners from the quitters. So stop waiting, stop hoping, stop expecting someone else to push you. Take action today. Hold yourself accountable. Develop the habits that lead to success. Train your mind to be resilient, to be focused, to be unstoppable. Because once you do that, you won't need motivation. You won't need support. You won't need validation. You'll have something far more powerful, and that is self-reliance. And when you look back years from now, when you see how far you've come, when you realize that every success, every achievement, every breakthrough was because you refused to quit, you'll know that it was all worth it. Because you didn't just dream about success, you built it. Now get to work. Your future is waiting.